going to take another question from the audience.
How far into filming the pilot did everybody realize that Gabrielle's Irish accent was a really terrible idea?
In this context, the truth is, one of the things that we realized in doing the show, because the Irish accent comes up, and there's speculation and things like that. Here's the thing that we realized: when the show was conceived, and this is me conceiving it, what Michael does in episodes, indeed what everybody does in episodes, this taking on of roles, wasn't actually a big feature of the show. It's not really in the pilot. And one of the things that we realized, setting aside any question of Irish accents or whatever, was that if somebody on the show has an accent already, right, then it limits the range of characters that they can play on the show. So it wasn't really going to make a whole lot of sense. It wasn't really going to be a good idea narratively for the show to have a person on the show who already had an accent, who then was going to be taking on other accents. It would be hard to just start watching that show and say, wait a second, what is she really? Is she really Irish? Is she really whatever other accent she's taking on? So if you look at actually the first episode after the pilot, she's doing, that was when you did the I'm Detective Peggy and this is Detective Lacey, right? Which was an improv, and I was sort of like, wow. Okay, leave it in. But we realized, like, that's a case where, is it really going to make sense to have this person walking in, like, hello, I'm the Irish cop. Odd that I'm in Miami, I know, but... So, we decided, I decided at the time, that's why we dispensed with it essentially in her first scene in the first episode after the pilot, because it was just going to be unusable on an ongoing basis. And I'll chalk that up to my inexperience as someone creating shows. It was the first show I'd done. We didn't really know we were going to go that direction, and then when we did, it made sense to jettison it.
Thanks for making Matt feel bad.
No, I don't feel bad at all. I mean, it's actually good to answer because, people ask, and the truth is, it certainly wasn't this was a bad idea narratively.
That's Matt Nix, ladies and gentlemen. An honest question and an honest answer. Alright, we're going to take one more. What's the next question?
Oh, so my brother wants me to say you're awesome, Bruce, but... So on Twitter,
wait,
someone...
Your mother?
My brother! But anyways, on Twitter,
Let's give him a rat's ass.
Well,
I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry to interrupt.
Okay, I told him to go to the question, but on Twitter, someone on the show who isn't here wanted someone to ask you, where's #1 at?
I believe you're referring to Mr. Jeffrey Donovan, who on the call sheet is #1 on the call sheet. I'm #2.
Oh, wait, I just figured out who Twittered that. Oh, yeah.
You Twittered that?
Yeah. Sorry.
Jeffrey Donovan, who do you think Twittered that? Sweaty man?
Actually, I think it might be a good thing for anyone who has a Twitter thing here to Twitter back to Jeffrey, keep working, sweaty man.
All right, next question.
Let's follow by who's on set right now, you or me?
With only 7 days to film, how many takes do you allow for the average scene?
That's a good question.
Maybe for Mr. Tim.
Better be for Tim, I think.
Really a couple, you don't have much time, and these guys are so good and come in character and they nail the scene so quickly, it goes really quick. Oftentimes it's up to the guest cast to catch up, because I think you'll find that these guys they know the characters and the twists and turns, mostly know the dialogue, but it's pretty quick. We don't mess around a lot, and and because it is so hot, we want to move through it as quickly as we can. And
takes all day and 15 crew to set up the type of cranes that Tim uses.
No, the real answer I think typically would be one good one and then one for safety. I mean, usually. So there, I mean, that might be 7 if we can't nail it, but it might be, if we do nail it, it's 2.
But if it's 7 takes, 5 of them will be on the DVD gag reel. I mean, we don't always remember our lines, like a lot always. Thank God for HD now, it can just keep rolling.
Alright, listen, we've got time for one more question. Just one more question.
Hi, I'm Ashley, and I have a question for Mr. Campbell. I want to ask, what makes a good film in his opinion?
What is a good film? In my opinion, like any movie ever made?
Yeah.
One-starring me, I like that. I'll be right there in a minute to give you some money. I like the movie Bridge on the River Kwai. It's okay if 9/10 of you don't know it. It's made with my favorite actor, William Holden, who is a man. He's not a boy king like our actors now. William Holden can kick Ben Affleck's ass. It's a movie with a score, not a soundtrack.
Yeah. Yeah.
It has a thing called a theme. Oh my God. Yes, and it was shot in 70 millimeters, which is twice as big as normal movies. And so I kind of like that movie.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm sorry to tell you that that's all the questions we've got time for. I'd like our panel to give you a round of applause because those questions were fantastic. I found it very interesting myself. Big thank you to you all. If you look to the screens right now, you'll see a preview of the 2010 Burn Notice t-shirt that I think Bruce threw into the audience earlier on. You can exchange your ticket at the swag booth to pick up one of these t-shirts. They're all yours. First ever special edition Chuck Finley t-shirt.
Yeah.